Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas State's offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on.
Going for a big play right off the bat. He's got it inside the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Indiana's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Got a little space. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Soft spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fakes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. It's Richard. He's got him. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gaudet. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Gray. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Slings it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Gaudet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Using his legs, it's Lincoln. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Caught over the middle. It's Gray. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Richard. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
Going to sling it on second down. Looking left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw again. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the... And an excellent throw, too. And the Bobcats want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bobcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, Bobcats! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry up.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Bobcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Looking for space. It's Lincoln. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Quarterback gets past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's McDonald. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fitted in the window for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Dropping back, it's Richard. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's McDonald. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. Kick is in the air. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Richard. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. He'll start this drive firing. Quick completion on the out. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got it in the middle, it's McDonald. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch on the left. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas State. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's great. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. At the 40, there he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression, so
he lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake. nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The short hands, it's great. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's great. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Took care of it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Hoosiers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Indiana! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14. Looking for a man. It's Richard. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Texas State, 24.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Richard. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man down the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's going to take off. Snowed under by the defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Hawaii. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Richard. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Working on the right. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Now on the option. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Texas State, 27.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggression. A lot of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Stealing a score on special teams. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Indiana, 51. Texas State, 34.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Bobcats in the hurry-up.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch around the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Hoosiers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Got his man in the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Richard. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Leaves it with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Hauls it in. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up, and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays.